Hi guys, so it's Laura Cully from Laura Cully Hypnotherapy. I'm based at Serendipity in Honiton. I also work in Axminster and Exminster, so pretty much cover the East Devon area. I've been getting a lot of messages lately from people just not feeling themselves, being triggered by lots of different things. I think there is an awful lot going on out there. We're in a bit of a difficult time at the moment. Obviously the clocks have changed, it's getting darker, it's getting colder. That in itself can bring people down, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. Also, we know Mercury is in retrograde. I don't know if that means anything to you, but it can play havoc with all sorts of different things. Communication issues, confusion over appointments, things going wrong, your washing machine might break down, you might find your car breaks down. It just likes to mess with us, and it seems to me as though everything has come at once, and it's just knocking people off their feet left, right and centre. And I always feel when this happens, it's just a time of transition, it's a time of change. There's something out there that's trying to make us look inside and make those changes that we need to. So anyway, today I will talk to you about seasonal affective disorder, which obviously this is something that happens every year. So this year I think it's stronger than ever because of everything else that's going on out there, so it's really affecting a lot of people. And I could give you all the statistics as to how many of us suffer with seasonal affective disorder or SAD, but actually there's a lot of people walking around just feeling down who haven't got a formal diagnosis, and yet it's something that seems to affect so many of us. So let's think about what we can do then to get us through this winter, to get us through this dark period. If you are somebody that suffers, if you're a summer person, you like the warmth, you like the heat, and just the thought of going through the next few months of winter is just making you feel quite depressed and low, what can we be doing? Because of course we know that it's all thoughts, isn't it? We're making our own reality. It's the way you think about it. Some people love winter, some people absolutely love it, and they see cozy nights by the fire. I had a friend once who, when I was complaining about the clocks changing and it was dark, and she said, no, I absolutely love it. I get home from work and I feel like I've done a proper day's work, and now the evening it's dark and it's mine to do what I want with, and I don't feel guilty. And she just saw it in a totally different way. So it's all about how you think about things. So the first one, and I've got my notes here to try and keep me off track, because those of you who watch my videos know that I do tend to go off on tangents. So the first one I'm going to say is keep warm. So now they say that our houses really should be between about 18 and 21 degrees Celsius. I'm a kind of 21 degrees Celsius person. But if you can keep warm, if you keep the heating on as much as possible, if not, then wrapping up warm, keeping warm clothes on, eating warm food, drinking warm drinks, just doing whatever you can do. Make sure you're keeping warm, keeping yourself healthy, because that is important. Because if you start getting cold, that's just going to make you feel even more miserable. Being cold makes you tired. It's not great, and it can also make you ill. So when you go out, putting on lots of layers, wrapping up warm. So the second one then, getting outside, and it's something that a lot of us don't do so much in the winter. We're quite happy to go out in the summer when the sun's shining and it's nice and warm, and part of the reason that people get depressed and anxious during the winter is they stop going outside. So you're obviously not getting the sun, you're not getting that vitamin D, so as much as possible wrap up warm and just get out there, because it will make you feel better. So whether that's going out playing with the kids, taking the dog for a walk, just spending time in nature, doesn't matter what you choose to do, but as much as possible just getting outside. If you can't actually get outside, then just sitting by a window, make sure that your house has lots of natural daylight. You need to be getting that vitamin D, you need that natural sunlight. So sitting by a window, keeping the curtains open as much as possible, that will also help. Okay, so the next one, keeping active. If you can keep as active as possible, we all know, we're all always being told that exercise helps us. It helps stave off depression. And again, during the winter, this is another thing. We tend to become hermits a little bit. We stop exercising, we stop going out, and then we wonder why we just feel miserable. So as much as possible, keep up with the exercise that you've been doing over the summer. So it could be that just going out, having a good walk, a jog, being out in the sunlight doing something, even if it's going to the gym, being under bright light somewhere and exercising, being around other people is also really important. So keep up with that exercise, because I promise you it will help. The next one, listening to your happy playlist. And a lot of my clients will know I prescribe happy playlists, happy music. We can have music for all sorts of moods, and I find something that it works so quickly to lift you. It's just having songs that bring back great memories, songs that just make you want to get up and dance, or you just want to sing your heart out to them. It's one of the quickest ways to lift your mood if you're having a bad time. So get those playlists ready. I've got a happy playlist, I've got a relaxation playlist. You know, I have it ready to go if ever I need it. And I have a confidence playlist. So if I'm going somewhere in the car and meeting somebody new, or I'm going for an interview, or something I'm not feeling quite sure about, you know, meeting new clients, whatever it might be, I have my confidence playlist playing in the car. And do you know what? It really does help. I sing. So thankfully, there's very, very, very few occasions where there are other people in the car with me, but you know, it helps. So have your happy playlist ready. If you want to get up and dance around the room, great. It's going to warm you up. It's going to give you exercise. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to instantly lift your mood. Do it. It's fun. Okay, eating healthily. And again, this is another one. We do it all through the summer. We live on salads and we make sure we're eating all our vegetables and fruits. It comes to winter and we just want to eat carbs and stuff that just comfort food. And the trouble with that is, it's not comforting. It doesn't make you feel better. You just end up feeling sluggish. You end up feeling just yuck. You don't have any energy. It's just all things that are just going to bring you down. So as much as possible, and I'm not saying you have to live on salad all winter, because I know it's not something you really want to do, but as much as possible, just keeping up with the fruit and veggies, just doing what you can to make sure you're eating a balanced diet. That will really, really help. Okay, so the light simulators are really, really good. If you really are suffering, if you're really just feeling that you just need that sunlight, you're really missing it, the light simulators are absolutely brilliant. And I know a lot of doctors now are recommending these. So they will mimic the sunlight that you normally get during the rest of the year, and that can just help to lift your mood. And the other thing you can buy actually are clocks, like clock radio, if that's what they call them nowadays, with the light, so you can actually set it so that, you know, because when you wake up in the morning and it's dark and it's cold, you don't want to get up and go to work. You're starting your day off in that negative frame of mind. So if you're finding it really difficult, if you do have to get up early every morning and you're just finding the dark mornings really difficult, one of these devices that lights your bedroom in the morning, so it actually mimics the sunlight, so you're waking up, the alarm will wake you up, and the light is also waking you up. So they're a really good idea. The next one, number 7 on my list, is plan a holiday. Start thinking about what you're going to be doing next year. If possible, plan a holiday for January, February. Start thinking forward, because it just reminds you that this is not going to last forever. If you are struggling, it will soon be over. You know, the sun will return. It will soon be spring again, and you'll be feeling back to your normal self. So just start thinking positively about the future, about what you can do to move forward, what you're looking forward to. Lots of positive future visualization is really good. Helping others, volunteering, is another way that you can really make yourself feel better. So instead of sitting at home worrying about how you're feeling, actually going out, looking in on your neighbours, you know, whatever it is, there are plenty of opportunities to volunteer, and it's just something that can really lift your mood, give you that purpose that you might be feeling you're lacking. So yeah, just get out there, see what you can do to help other people. Change the focus, change it outwards, stop focusing inwards. Look out, look at who you can be helping, because it really does lift your mood. If you can, you know, make someone else smile, it will make you feel so much better. So what's the next one? Oh, learning something new, number 9. This is a good one. So, you know, when you're just feeling like everything's coming to an end, the summer's over, we're all back at work, and it's dark in the morning when you go out, it's dark when you do something new. It's time to do something new. You need it. You need to be learning a new hobby. Is there something that you've always wanted to learn? Would you like to learn a new language? It's a great time to be doing that. You're spending more time indoors, so you could be learning things on the computer, you could be reading, or go out, join a class. Something that's going to get you out there, meeting people. And the last one, of course, is hypnotherapy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share a happiness hypnotherapy session with you that you can just download and listen to, which will just help you to lift your mood a little bit. So I will leave you with that. If you really are suffering with seasonal affective disorder, obviously if you're really struggling with depression, the first person you need to go and see is your GP, and they are your first port of call. If you're just feeling a bit down, you want to just come and talk about some of these ideas with me, that's great. If you're seeing a GP, there's nothing to stop you also coming for hypnotherapy. But there are so many different things that we can do to just lift your mood, change your mindset, get you thinking in a completely different way. So please do get in touch with me if you'd like to talk more about that. And I will speak to you again in December. My goodness, these months are flying by. So have a great November, won't you? Remember these tips. Do what you can to keep yourself feeling happy and healthy. Remember that it is an ongoing process. It's like any other form of healthcare. You don't just go to the gym once, in 5 years and say, I'm fine, I'm quite healthy. I went to the gym 2 years ago. I'm great. No, mental health is exactly the same. You need to keep working on it, and it's absolutely fine to do that. Okay, do get in touch if you want to speak to me. Have a good November, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.